Stop underpricing yourself. Price your product for maximum profit. Many of us want sell markets without considering whether we dey even make profits. That is what we're about to talk in today's episode. How to stop underpricing yourself and start pricing yourself for maximum profits. In this series of doing business. In case you're new here, my name is Michael ABANYE, and this is True Lessons in Motion podcast. Check out all our videos in this series of doing business. If that sounds like what you're interested in, let's stick around and let's talk more on this issue of pricing. Welcome to True Lessons in Motion podcast, a space for entrepreneurs, intrapreneurs, and dream chasers. Now, let's quickly look at how do you price your product for maximum profit. Now, we are going to school now. We need to pay attention to what I'm about to talk about. And let's quickly ask ourselves, we will they do business? Will they price our product? We feel same with they sell. Yes, will they sell the market? People they buy. Money they come inside. But have we really sat down to ask ourselves, are we really making profits from this business? Because the reality is this: sales is revenue, cash flow is sanity, but profit na him be baba. Profit is king. Without profit, no matter the business you are doing, you can't actually grow in that business. Then we need to stop some of the things I'm about to share with us today, which is number one: stop pricing from panic. I dey fear if I increase my price, customers will run. Rather, the question should be, what more value can I add to that business that can increase that my service or that my product? We need to be clear on what we want. It is better to have 10 quality customers than to have 100. That is quantity. The quantity is good, but my brother, while you are in business, business is all about profits. You are not running an NGO, so you need to be clear of what you want. Don't stop pricing from panic perspective. I dey fear, stop it. You need to be able to price your product for maximum profit. Quickly, number two, let's look at how do you really know your true cost for that product or that service. Are you really sat down to check your overhead costs? What are overhead costs? For example, how much do I buy that product? How much does it cost me to bring that product to my shop? How much does it cost me to want to keep that inventory in my store until I sell it? All those things are part of cost. How much do I pay in rent? How much do I pay my staff salary? How much do I pay for power holding? How much do I pay for all that expenses that I need to incur to be able to make the sales? Not until you factor in all these things, you are just playing. You have not gotten the true value of what it costs you to sell that product. So all these overhead costs, but what properly sit down and check it. So my sister, my brother, I ask, have you sat down to really ascertain how much is this thing that I'm selling cost me? Or because you just the see money, you feel say you dey sell. That is not it. We must be ready about doing business in the way it should be done. Ask yourself, what profit am I making after removing all the overhead costs that truly cost me to sell that product? The other thing you can do to increase your value and increase your pricing is what? Improve perception first. My brother, perception comes before sales. For people to truly be able to pay more, they need to perceive you as someone that can offer bigger or better services. There is no two ways. Let me ask you a question. What is the difference between Quakery and plantain chips? All now packaging. That is perception. What is the difference between going to a Kirika market and going to a boutique? All now perception. So you need to be clear of the kind of perception our business is actually what presenting to our customer. The other thing we need to do is what? Don't just test your pricing. Don't be afraid to increase your price as long as you are sure that what the value you are bringing to the table is what the amount and what the time that you're putting into it after checking everything together. The other thing is what? Build profit as discipline. Don't be saying I'm doing business and at the end of the day you can't pay your bills. That is no longer business. That is charity. we need to be clear of what value. Perception gives you pricing power. If you place premium on your service and your product, you can actually charge more. Business is all about profit. Forget about all the talk about I want sales, I want sales. Quantity is good if that is what you want, but quality is better than quantity. After all, sales is sanity, profit is king. So in this series of doing business, of stop underpricing yourself and what price your product for maximum profit, we need to quickly look at the things. Number one, stop pricing from panic perspective. I dey fear if I increase my price, customers go up. Have you asked yourself, if I increase my price, some other customers that also value my product and service can actually come. Have you thought about it? It's better to get quantity than it's better to get quality than quantity. Then number two is know your true cost. How much it costs me to produce or what render this service. Sit down and factor all this cost. Number three is improve perception. Perception is key. That is the difference in the business world that we have today. Then number four is test. Don't guess. Adjust price slightly and observe reactions. Don't be afraid to increase your price, but make sure your value has also increased. Then the last one is build profit. Deliberately build profit. You are not only an NGO, you must be clear that this business, for it to survive and grow big, you must make profit. There is no two way about it. Thank you for staying tuned in today's episode of Stop Underpricing Yourself and Start Pricing Yourself for maximum impact, for maximum profit. If you are getting value from this episode, do well to subscribe, share, and like so that we can grow big together. Never forget, no one lives long enough to make all the mistakes. We learn from those ahead. Thank you and see you in the next episode. God bless you.